Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy first official day of fall. I am so incredibly excited. I made myself some pumpkin spice tea this morning, and it's just like, I feel like this should be like my official holiday of the year. And I think that Rachel, our summer Grinch, just really agrees with me on this. Don't you, Rachel? You're so, she's so, she's not psyched. She's not psyched. But you know what? Today is also bike to work day. So for those of you that might be braving those really chilly temperatures today, this is the coldest morning that we've had of the year so far. And whew, I hope you have some layers if you're going to be out there on your bike. But if you are doing that, make sure to send us photos and let us know what your plans are. Hit us up on that chat. You can always let us know what's going on if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube by commenting. We love to hear from you while the show is going on. So let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to, what the temperatures are like where you are. So let's talk about what's happening on the show today. So first of all, Tricia is going to be spending the morning in Vail Village. And let me just tell you, I got to check in with her just a minute ago. It is absolutely stunning out there. Brian Hall is going to be joining us from Eagle. Let us know what's going on. There's a lot happening this weekend and over the next couple of weeks in Eagle. Jen Mason is going to give us some details on a really special film event tonight that's taking place at the Colorado Snowsports Museum. We also have Lance Fry. He's going to be coming on from Betteridge. And you know, with Lance, that it's always going to be interesting and it's probably going to make you jealous. And then we have some beautiful real estate picks with Live Sotheby's International Realty, headlines, weather, so much more. Listen, Rachel has loaded me up this morning. Do you see? Look at the amount of there's a thick stack of things that are going on. I'm going to tell you all about it. Thank you, Rachel, for all of my study materials. So yeah, studying. We're at that level right now. Okay, so I think we should probably go ahead and send things out to my girl Tricia because first of all, she looks like a beautiful fall ski bunny this morning. Good morning, Tricia. All right. What's the temperature out there right now?
Well, when I drove up, it was 34 degrees in Vail. So probably the coolest that I've seen since, ski season ended. And we're going to see those temperatures warm up. So we're excited about that. But actually, we're right here, right next to the Village Transportation Center. We've got the Ski Museum next to us, as well as the Village Welcome Center. And I wanted to show you the flowers. They're a little sad today. It's just these cooler temperatures just kind of like, melting down. Like, look at these guys. They're like, whoa, okay, what just happened last night? So,
Oh no, you're freezing a little bit. Oh shoot. Tricia, all right, listen, we're going to come back to you in just a second. And seeing those sad flowers, right, though, it was pretty chilly last night. Let's talk about what's happening with the weather. First of all, the sunrise this morning was absolutely gorgeous and the moon is still out and so beautiful and full. We actually have a photo that we'll show you a little bit later on that really just depicts exactly what it looked like on my commute in. And it's all brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne where you're going to find those elevated savings. And so if you do need to get some of those warmer layers for days like today, you can head on over there. They're located right at exit 205 on I-70. So let's start off with what's happening with our temperatures right now. So like Tricia said, they're in the 30s, even in Eagle. It was like 35 this morning. So in Vail, 31, and then eventually reaching into the upper 60s and the 70s. So in Avon, a high of 67 today. Beautiful sunshine on the way. Same thing if you're going to be in Eagle today, high of 71. You guys, I'm so incredibly excited. We had the windows open. Our house was so nice and cool this morning. I put on the cozy robe. So excited. And we have really, for the foreseeable future, just sunshine in the forecast. A lot of pretty sunshine out there. And right now, our sunrise is happening very close to 7 a.m. and the sunset is at 7:01 p.m. tonight. So still plenty of daylight hours to get out there and to enjoy a great hike or your bike to work day. And if you want to tag us in your pictures, use at Vail Daily Live. If you want to tag us specifically our show on Instagram, or you can also hashtag Vail Live to let us know what's going on in your bike to work day adventures today. So big thank you to the outlets for that weather. Let's try Tricia again. Let's see. Okay. Yep. There you are. You're unfrozen. All right. So those flowers, little sad just because it was pretty chilly last night.
Yeah. There's frozen on the screen, and then there's frozen outside. But you know what? We're gonna have that sun come up. It's gonna be a really awesome day, and we're gonna see those temperatures swing all the way into the 70s, low 70s, depending on where you're at throughout the Vail Valley. So it's one of those things where bike to work day Wow, I think you'll need the full leggings, and
Hmm.
instead of the fingerless gloves, I'd put on the gloves that have the full on glove. But you're going to be moving, so consider that maybe a wick away layer, maybe even some Gore-Tex to have a windproof, but then a breathable layer if you're doing that bike to work day today.
I think that's a really good recommendation. And Rachel just on it this morning. She just had the graphics up of like where the stations are. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, so in Vail, Mayors Park, Westvale, Donovan Park, Dow Junction at the Main Trail Bridge. Minturn has one. A1 has one. There's some coffee being spilled in the background. Eagle has Town Hall and Broadway, and also the Boneyard. So Tricia, I mean, you can go and get some snacks and just feel real. I got myself a pair of like nice smart wool socks from Avon one year when I was doing bike to work day.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
they have fun
Yeah.
little goodies out there.
There's some swag out there to be had.
Yeah.
And then, Ashley, did you know that tonight they're having the Science Behind series, over at Walking Mountains? They're doing the science behind pickling. So
Oh,
if you're wondering, hey, what do I do? You've got a lot of the produce from the garden.
yes.
That's when people start canning, people start pickling. So they're gonna have that this evening at Walking Mountains, and it just reminds me of my grandma. Like my grandma in the basement, she had almost like a little closet, and it was full of all those mason jars, whether it was dill pickles or tomatoes, and then they'd have them all winter long. It's
Oh,
not a lost art. They're gonna be teaching you
yeah.
about it tonight.
Man, Trisha, I should bring my one cucumber that's still alive and go and investigate. That sounds
Yes, you
awesome.
could savor it till maybe December. Maybe on New Year's Day, you crack that open.
Have the one cucumber.
Yeah.
That's so cool. They always have like the most fun interactive workshops there. They are. I like the continuing education that I find at Walking Mountains really special. Okay, listen, you look amazing. I heard Meredith's little laugh behind the camera. Meredith is out. She's our camera op this morning. Meredith, give us a little wave. Yeah, little wave in her beautiful little gold jacket that matches the gold leaves out there. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back to you, beautiful ladies, here in just a little bit. And then also, again, if you're watching, please make sure to hit us up on that chat on Facebook or on YouTube. Use that little comment feature. Let us know what it's like in your neck of the woods. Is it just as chilly as it is? Are you wearing ski caps right now where you are? All right, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll have a look at your headlines. And we'll also be chatting with Brian Hall from Eagle.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Welcome back to your first day of fall edition of Vail Daily Live. We are talking about the headlines. So as always, the Vail Daily, it's completely free. You can pick it up in any one of those blue boxes around the valley. And then you can also log on to vaildaily.com if you are watching from somewhere else in the world. And I tell you what, this photo, I love this photo so much. This is a starry night photo that is from Kelly Jones. My goodness. So apparently the Milky Way in Vail is the most visible during the summer months. Can we get a little closer on that, Rach? Oh, look at the skills. Thank you, Rachel. But yes, absolutely stunning right over the Vail Mountain. That's just gorgeous. I'm speechless there. Thank you to Kelly Jones for that photo. Okay, now also on the front page, you may have seen the headline today that there's a big fish kill under investigation. So Colorado Parks and Wildlife finds 120 dead fish along with some dead bugs and algae in Gore Creek and in Mill Creek. And so as we kind of follow along on page A3, there's some suspect things going on with one of the snowmaking tanks on Vail Mountain. So if you want to find out more about what was found, you can find it there on page A3. Now, something else that I think is just a huge topic around our state is short-term rentals. And so right on the inside cover, they go over to Breckenridge, and it's all about some short-term rules that may or may not be put into place with the town council over there. And so there's some fear that the broad regulation of short-term rentals could really be detrimental to the town economy. So if you'd like to dive into that story, that is all on page A2. And then as we keep on rolling in the paper today, this is definitely a really interesting one. There are a lot of broad topics, but then also speaking of fire, so our fire danger has significantly dropped to moderate. However, there was a structure fire in Gypsum, and it has displaced a family of 5, and they're looking for a new home and to replace everything that was lost. They are longtime locals. They actually have lived in Eagle County their entire lives, and now they're raising their kids here. So you can learn more about the family that was affected and what happened there in Gypsum on page A4 and page A5. And then as we keep on going in the paper, we also have the Walk to End Alzheimer's. This is coming up this Saturday, and I know this is something that's so near and dear to Tricia's heart. And you'll find a story by Melinda Gladich, and she is just one of our longtime Vail Valley locals, and she gives you her perspective as to why she's so involved in this organization and why it means so much to her. And it's just a beautiful story that she's written about her mother. So make sure to check that out. And then something else that's really beautiful, in my opinion, is this longevity project. We had Nate in the studio the other day. I wasn't here personally, but I saw that. And so they are doing this virtual end to the longevity project, and you can learn all about it in the paper today. But they're bringing in a keynote speaker, Kevin Hines. His story is so compelling. He is one of only 34 people to have lived after a suicide attempt by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. So the moments that have followed that and his recovery, and then how he's used his life since that moment, fascinating. And so he's going to be doing a virtual live event. This is coming up on the 23rd. So that's tomorrow night at 5:30 to 7:30. And you can register for free at vaildaily.com/longevity. So big thanks to those guys for bringing him in as part of that series. Really, really fascinating. So again, you can pick it up vaildaily.com or in any one of those blue boxes. And we do have a little chat going on this morning. Oh, Dan Elliott, hey, good morning from Orlando. I wish you were here too. I tell you what, compared to Orlando, Dan, this time of year, this is just, I think it's like my favorite day of the year. I really do. And even though, you have Disney and Universal and also the beautiful beaches right around that area, but my goodness, the fall colors right now and the temperatures are just perfect for our bike to work day. So good morning. Thanks so much for watching. Okay. I think it's time that we also check in with another one of our chatters, if you will, our buddy, Brian Hall down in Eagle. Good morning, Brian. So I love this shot. Tell us where you are.
I'm in Eagle, Colorado.
Well, I know you're an Eagle.
Vail. It's the coolest place in the world. One of the coolest. I like it. It's a cool place.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. But where exactly are you in Eagle?
I'm right in front of Town Hall. Okay, this is the edifice of Town Hall. Brick, solid, Town of Eagle. All right, and then this is just Broadway, different streets. It's where we do Art Walk, our little event on every the second Fridays of each month, and some of the storefronts. It's a nice little town.
I love it. But I see some coolers there in the corner. What's going on there?
Yeah, today is.
Oh no, Brian, we're freezing. Oh shoot. Okay, all right, we're gonna come back to it. Yeah, refresh it a little bit. Oh, here we go. Do we get you back? Nope. Try again.
I'm back.
Ah, you're back. Okay.
I missed you.
I miss you too. Okay, now we can see this goodie table. What's on the table?
Well, let's see here. All right. where you start. You start with the healthy, which is like, the bananas and what have you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get all that stuff in there. And then, of course, we go through the apples. You got to have apples and bananas. I'm sorry, oranges. And then we get into the muffin.
Oh, that
I
looks
know.
amazing,
I know.
Brian. Are those all blueberry?
Get inside there.
Oh
Even open them up. No one's.
my gosh.
Look.
Oh, Brian, just
I know.
tempting all of us here in this studio, making us super jealous. So I can see. Oh, and coffee to wash it down. Awesome. So that's your bike to work station this morning?
It is. We're at a town hall and kind of set this up for folks to come by. We've had a couple of people, brave, cold bikers down here today, already swing by and grab something. And, we're out here for a couple hours helping out with everybody else in the county, trying to do a little special thing.
That's so nice of you. Yeah, saw my neighbors there just a second ago. Okay, so when it comes to the town of Eagle, there's a lot that's going on. So I feel like we should probably get into it. First of all, let's talk about some of these application deadlines that are coming up for you.
We have a couple cool things that it's important. We really try to get the word out. The town of Eagle, like other towns, have funds available for groups who produce events. We have one group of funding, which is called MEAC. That is funds for events that create different types of events for bringing more people here, bringing the community out, doing things. And that's like Art Walk. It's the Showdown Town, some of those things. And then we have our community funding program, which helps like the Boy Scouts and some of those other groups that may not have really strong funding, but are good community programs, and we want to help them and really kind of make sure that they're substantial and they're sustainable. So all of those deadlines for the 2022 year are due September 30th at 5 p.m. So we're really trying to get people to come out. The applications are on eagleoutside.com. You can go there under the events column, fill out a request, explain your event, and request some funds from us. So that's one of the big deadlines we have. We also, we have some great people that live and work and play in Eagle. And we do our Community Impact Award. Every year we choose one or two people who have really put something into the town beyond the usual. And we like to acknowledge them. So that award is coming up again at the end of September. So if anybody in Eagle would like to nominate their neighbor, their fellow worker, or someone else in the community who has really contributed to making Eagle what it is, please get that name in so they can be considered for that award.
I love that that's an option. I've been seeing that on the light up sign every time I come home from work. I see that the Community Impact Award nominations are due. So really, really special.
I said hi to you. Did you see that? Did you see that?
No. Did you do what?
I put your name on there and said hi.
Yeah. I'll be on the lookout for it this afternoon, Brian.
Quick. It's very quick.
Very. So we were just also talking about in the paper today, there's a great article about why a personal story about why someone's walking to end Alzheimer's. And I know the event is coming up this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Sure. It's a great, I believe it's a countrywide or statewide event. And we have our local edition right here on Saturday, I think starting at like 7 a.m. They do the Walk To End Alzheimer's. And that's going out of Brush Creek Park, one of our nice little parks in the center of town. People will meet there. They will march on a path up to the medical center and down the bike paths and everything and back. And I think we're expecting really great weather this weekend. So it should be a great time to kind of walk and support that great cause. And I believe all of the people that participate get people to vouch for them or sort of contribute money for the distance that they walk. So that's a really big event, happens each year. And it's a great cause, supporting people, and sort of the development and hopefully finding a cure for Alzheimer's.
Awesome, Brian. Okay. And then really quickly before I let you go, I know there's also the huge championship mountain bike race that's happening this weekend.
Huge, baby. Huge, big. All right. We have the high school cycling association's mountain bike Northern Conference championships. Big word. We have 350 high school students, which will come in on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and go through a series of races getting ready for the championships. We do this weekend, and it is up on Haymaker, up by the ice rink in that. You can come up there and watch if you wish, but some of the best bikers in the state, high school bikers. And then we skip a week, and we do it again The second week in October, we do the Southern Conference of High School Mountain Bike Championships. It's a great event for Eagle. We get some great people in here, kind of pops business a little bit, kind of pops the activity at the tail end of summer, beginning of winter, fall. And they're a great group of people. So we're really looking forward to those two big events.
Oh, that's awesome, Brian. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing this morning. Maybe save one of those sprinkled donuts for me. And then
I'll take care of you.
Awesome. Well, make sure to stop on down, maybe say hello to Brian at the Bike to Work station on Broadway there. But Brian, thank you so much. And yes, Eagle, one of the greatest communities of all time. Make sure to stop on in and check out those great events. And then, of course, make sure to get your nominations in as well. Okay. Now, coming up tonight, there's a really special film that's going to be taking place in Vail. And to learn a little bit more about why it's so special and also just the community around it, we have our girl, Tricia Swenson. She's out there in Vail on the street at the Colorado Snowsports Museum with Jen Mason. Let's check in with those ladies.
Hey everyone, we're at the Colorado Snowsports Museum right here in Vail Village, right next to the Welcome Center, adjacent to the parking structure. Joining me now, we have Jen Mason. She's the executive director of the Colorado Snowsports Museum. And Jen, you've got a great event tonight with one of my favorite ski superstars, Jimmie Huega.
Yeah, so it's Jimmie Huega's actual birthday today.
Oh,
which is happy birthday, Jimmie! Happy birthday, Jimmie! So so we are celebrating Jimmie. We're showing a documentary on Jimmie's life and his perseverance of overcoming MS.
Yeah, and if many of you may not recall, but he was the bronze medalist in the 1964 Olympics in Innsbruck. He was just behind teammate Billy Kidd. Yeah. Those two have been thick as thieves, best buddies for many, many years. And Billy does so much to advocate for Jimmie and his legacy. You know, he's passed on, but tonight we're going to see the film called Can Do. And that really became kind of his phrase throughout his life.
Yes, it was. He just was instrumental, and they were like, well, you can't do this. And he's like, no, you can do this. Yeah. You're not going to be able to walk again. You're not going to be able to play tennis. You're not going to be able to ski. And he's like, no, you can do those things.
Yeah, you know, he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis so early in his career.
Early.
And he even kind of revolutionized the way that even the medical society thought of it because of what he was pioneering.
Yes, absolutely. He's such an inspiration to so many people. And unfortunately, multiple sclerosis is such a young person's disease. Mm-hmm. So I think many, many young people are like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Like, I can do this.
Yeah. And it's inspirational for others too, you know, thinking about whatever you have going on in your life. You know, you could do it. Think about what you can do versus what you can't.
Exactly. So yeah, he really pioneered that phrase and that whole, and you're right, like kind of revolutionized like how we look at illnesses and long-term chronic illness. So
now Mike Marold has put this film together. Tell us about him.
Aspenite Mike Marold. He has done numerous other films. He's done this. We showed his Everest film years ago. He's just this incredible filmmaker, you know, and he's in a ski world, you know, ski legacy family himself. So he's coming over from Aspen, and we also have Jimmie's kids are all coming.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Winston and Blaze and Kelly. And Debbie Huega will be here. So yeah, it's going to be a family affair, which is so great.
Awesome.
And Billy is a wild card. He may or may not show up today. It's always
Billy
fun to see him.
All right. I always love him. His cowboy hat. And he's always so fun to have around.
Oh, he's such a cool inspiration guy. Like, it's so fun. Yeah. So we do have tickets still available.
Yeah. How will the evening work? What time?
So the museum closes at 5 because we're open daily from 11 to 5, and then we'll close. And at 5:15, we will have light appetizers, some beer and wine. And of course, we're going to have cupcakes because it's Jimmie's birthday.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then we'll kind of socialize, do a little bit of that. Then we'll show the film. Mm-hmm. Mike will introduce it. And then afterwards, you can ask any questions that you have of Mike and Debbie and Jimmie's kids, and kind of like just anything that you might have. For, you know, just the legacy of Jimmie Huega.
Okay, tickets very affordable.
Yeah, so if you are a museum member, it's $20 and you get a reserved seat. If you're a non-museum member, it's $25.
Okay, all right.
And they're easy to buy. You can buy them online. at Colorado Snowsports Museum, or you can call the museum at 970-476-1876.
Okay. Hey, come a little early if you haven't been here and just look at the beautiful renovation that was done just a couple of years ago. All the different bays that have the different sections of our slice of ski history here in Colorado. Annie, your website if we want some more information.
It's snowsportsmuseum.org.
Okay, all right. Once again, we're located right here at the top of the village parking structure in Vail Village.
Oh man, that sounds like so much fun. So again, that's tonight. You can get those tickets at snowsportsmuseum.org. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are talking weather, we are talking traffic, and we also have some really cool events to tell you all about. So come on back here after we pay some bills, right? That's what we're doing. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Slifer Smith & Frampton, the #1 real estate company in the Vail Valley, with nearly $1.5 billion sold so far this year. Little Brave Lodge is already under contract and set to become the highest priced sale in Bachelor Gulch history. This Creekside estate in Vail just hit the market with more than 7,000 square feet, just minutes from Vail Village. Or this newly renovated 5-bedroom home on Beaver Creek Mountain gives you ski in, ski out access. See them all at vailrealestate.com.
Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flours, nap nectars, and more. It's harvest time, and that means Hotchkiss tomatoes, Olathe sweet corn, and Paonia peaches. We also have a full bounty of mushrooms, such as blue oysters, king trumpets, lion's mane, and chestnuts. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
Okay, so it's Wednesday. It's beautiful here in the Vail Valley, and it is also still technically construction season around here, and especially when it comes to our main thoroughfare on I-70, the work is just never ending, right? So these are a few shots from our I-70 webcams, and basically what you need to be aware of when it comes to traffic is that right at the base of Vail Pass, they are doing some work. Okay, so there's some paving operations where the right lane is closed right at the Vail exit starting at 5 o'clock. So just be aware that because of that single lane, there will be some delays. And so there's also some road work technically. So it's westbound, but right east of the Vail exit. Okay, so basically right now things are running pretty smoothly, and you can see that sun is shining. The roads are really nice and dry, and just, smooth sailing when it comes to actually getting out on the roads. But just once you hit that section, there will be some bottlenecking, a little bit of traffic. You are going to need to slow down and give yourself a little bit of extra time. So that is a look at what's going on with our traffic cameras out there. But you did see that sunshine. And now to tell us a little bit more about what that weather is looking like, we're going to send things back outside with back inside in the Colorado Snowsports Museum with Tricia. What's going on with the weather? Are you getting layers for today?
You know what? It's a long sleeve shirt kind of day, at least this morning. And I was just checking out the gift shop that's here at the Colorado Snowsports Museum. And honestly, I think they have some of the best gifts in the Vail Valley, whether it's housewares, just birthday cards, fun pillows, clothing, and cute pajamas. They have little
cute,
tiny skiers on them.
Oh,
So
I love
cute.
that.
Both Meredith, they're so soft too. So both Meredith and I want to get a pair. But yes, your weather, hey, it is gonna warm up. It was rather chilly this morning, freeze warning, as a matter of fact. So this is the time where you got to cover your flowers and your plants if they're still outside, so you can save that garden and save your flowers. But we're gonna see the temperatures into the 70s, so quite a temperature swing. I call it put the heater on in the morning. You only need the AC in the car by this afternoon. And then we'll see things cool down again overnight. So really chilly once again once that sun goes down. And it is the autumnal equinox. So what that means for the northern hemisphere is the start of fall. Equinox means kind of equal days, daylight and darkness. We're not quite 12 and 12, or maybe just a few minutes here and there. Our sun is setting just a little after 7 and it's rising close to 7 a.m. So that's what's going on today. And the harvest moon was just 2 nights ago. ago. And still, it's so bright in the sky. And they call it the harvest moon because it helped the farmers when the sun went down, when these days get shorter, they could get a little bit more work done with the moonlight assisting them out in the fields. I want to thank Carrots for this weather report, a fine jewelry store, and a working jewelry studio just down the way here from where we are at the Colorado Snowsports Museum, across from Solaris and the western edge of the Vail parking structure, and 2 doors down from Latour. That's a good way to remember it.
Oh man, Tricia, that was awesome. I had no idea that that's why it was called the Harvest Moon.
Oh,
Thank you for those fun facts. And then Tricia, so we actually have some photos that people have shared with us on Vail Live, and there's one that like looks just like textbook as far as like what I was seeing driving in this morning, watching the sun come up with the moon. This is what it looked like. It had that beautiful pink hue to the sky, and then that moon was so full still. And this is from Lenny Doop Doop. He says full moon over Vail this morning, hashtag Vail Live. So make sure to share your photos, but so beautiful out there right now. And so are we like both on the same page that we're like okay with fall right now that it's officially here?
Like I said, I just don't like fall in July. I'm all about fall now. Viva the fall!
Yeah. Well, both Rachel and Meredith agree with you on that. I'm fine if it's fall year round. Like today, all year round, I'm ready for it. Oh man, Tricia. Well, thank you so much. Awesome weather. Love seeing that. I need to do some shopping at the Colorado Snowsports Museum. Also, if they have any cool puzzles, I love puzzles.
Oh, yeah. Jen, do you have puzzles?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
That looks awesome.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Oh, all right. While you show me the puzzles, we also have a chat. Oh, let's see. Dan says, "Thanks, Tricia. Never knew what the equinox meant." So look, you're educating all of us, Tricia. Thank you so much for that. And then Posey says, "Like the green screen, Ashley." Thank you, Posey. And I thank you for these puzzles.
Yeah.
By the way, so cool.
Trail map would be a good one. I think this is so cute. The vintage ski posters and stamps.
Oh man,
Darling.
That's it. That I haven't seen that one yet. That's really, really cool. I like that.
Patches.
Oh, I like that one too.
Very cute.
Man, clearly I need to go in. And especially when it starts to get darker a little bit earlier, doing puzzles, snuggling up with a cozy blanket. Oh man, Tricia. All right. Well, yep, I have some shopping to do. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we have more weather. We have some more events. We have a look at your fly fishing report. So stay with us.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Okay, with these beautiful fall colors out, you might want to spend the day outside with your family while you're here in town. And one of the best ways to do that is to book a fly fishing trip with Fly Fishing Outfitters. They're located right next to Agave in Avon. They've been in business since 1992, locally owned and operated, and also Orvis endorsed, which is quite the feather in their cap, if you will, because that means that their customers have reported to Orvis that they have excellent customer service and also that they are stewards of the environment. So really special company run by the most passionate people, and they offer all sorts of different options. So if you're a novice, if you're a seasoned angler, they can do kind of something for everybody. They do guided half day and full day walk and wade trips. They also do the same thing for float trips. You want to do like half day or a full day, and they also offer things like I've encountered a lot of people that are coming up for weddings right now. So if you want to do something with your wedding party, they do big group trips as well. So very cool. And this is we have a fish cam that comes to us live from Gore Creek. Oh, there's one right there in the sunshine. You see that? Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I love it. So if you want to get out, oh, and one of the red leaves just tumbling by, my goodness. So they are talking about, the fact that the scenery is just spectacular right now while you're out on the river. And so let's say you want to get out on the Eagle. They're saying that, the cooler nights have really been great for the conditions on the river, that the water is so low that there's no need to wade super deep, and that brown trout are in pre-spawn mode and they're feeding more aggressively before they start to, And the bugs are on the small side. So they're fishing some smaller midges, some blue-winged olives, and tricos. Mid-morning is the best time to be out on the Eagle River. But of course, if you want to get the latest and greatest, give the shop a call and they can walk you through exactly what's going on each and every day. And you can go to flyfishingoutfitters.net to find out more information about how to book your trip, your adventure with them. But really cool shop. And also they have an amazing array of retail, right? So if you need to update your kit, you can do that too. Okay. So I'm sorry, Rachel, what was that? Okay. So let's go back to look at some of our user content this morning from Vail Live. So look at some of these beautiful pictures that have been taken in the past several days. So this is from Ellie the Brittany. I was told that the leaves are turning yellow. What's yellow? Hashtag Vail Live. But oh man, it really, I think, Tricia and I were talking earlier in the week that this weekend might be the peak weekend for us. Also, Treeline LTD, how soon is now? Tattoo, fall. Vail Live. Beautiful shot of those gorgeous aspens right there. And then this one is from Fearless Travelers. Not the hike we wanted to do, but still a beautiful day and the pretty sneak peeks of the changing trees. Yeah, that's a gorgeous shot wherever they were. Also, Kowski.co, Booth Falls, Vail Summer, hashtag Vail Live. Beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous. We've been seeing such clear skies and that nice deep blue out there. And then also, of course, with the trees changing, it's just such a stunning time to be here. And, we have some events that are coming up this weekend that I really feel like are kind of like Rachel's epitome of the greatest weekend ever, right? First of all, I want to talk about the Vail Film Festival. So this year, again, they are taking it completely virtual. And so it's going on the 23rd through the 26th, and you can watch the trailers, get the lineup. You can also get your pass at vailfilmfestival.com. And so it's going to feature 80 films from all over the world, and you can get individual tickets or you can get an all access weekend pass. And if you do the all access weekend pass, it unlocks the entire VFF online catalog of shorts, documentaries, feature films, panels, and filmmaker Q&A sessions for the duration of the festival. So that is going on this weekend. Rachel is definitely a movie buff around these parts. And then let's say you want to watch these movies because it is virtual in your hashtag van life van. You could do that and then celebrate with all your friends at the North American Van Show. So obviously this has been an increasing trend recently where you see people that are making their just spectacular homes out of these vans. And so going on Friday from 12 to 6, the show opens to the public. And then Saturday from 9 to 6, again, the show will be open 4 to 6. There's some live music in Lion's Head. And then at 7 o'clock, there will be a movie under the stars there as well. And then on Sunday, the show opens at 10 a.m. And then at 3 o'clock, the Van Show Wander Awards presentation will be taking place. So this is it's a mobile adventure showcase. So you'll see vans, 4x4s, RVs, travel trailers, toy haulers, and overlanders, upfitters and outfitters, slide-ins, rooftop tents, accessories, plus zombie apocalypse mobiles. Interesting. All right. So for more information, you can go to vanshow.wpengine.com. It's an unusual website, but it's taking place over in Lion's Head. So I think Rachel's probably going to be at all of those events, and I think you should be too. It should be a lot of fun. Okay. Now, our girl Tricia, she always wears really sensible footwear on days she's in Vail because she has to hustle to get to all of her different places. And guess where she is now? She's made her way over to Betteridge. They've been in operation since the late 1800s. And right now she is there, Lance Fry, who we like to affectionately call the GOAT because the guy always has something fascinating to talk about. And I think today is no exception. So let's send it in to Tricia and Lance and see what they have in store for us.
Hey, we're here. Yes, we have Lance Fry with us, and he is with Betteridge. Fine jewelry, watches, great service since 1897. And let's hear a little bit about this history before we get into your favorite topic,
One
watches.
of my favorite topics and one of my favorite watch brands that we carry within watches. But let's back up a little bit. 1897, that's a big deal. It's a really big deal. We've been around since 1897. We started in New York City. The company did. The Betteridge family did. In the mid-1900s, they moved to the suburbs of Greenwich, Connecticut, and that's where they are currently is home. So that is where they've been for quite a while. Since then, they've expanded the customer base in the stores. We have Palm Beach, Aspen, and Vail. Of course, in the home store of Greenwich, Connecticut. So 4 very important markets within the jewelry and luxury watch world. Absolutely. We're celebrating 125 years this spring. Wow. So that's a big deal. So it's a really big deal.
It's really neat to hear about that history of what that family has done. And then they're still in it.
They are still in it. Terry Betteridge's father started it, grandfather started it, and when his son is going to be taking it over, they all work daily in the store in Greenwich, Connecticut. So still very much involved. Their Brooke daughter works in the Aspen store. So they're out there and in it still every day. So
well, and for good reason, because it's the topic is so interesting, whether it's the fine jewels, the watches, the estate pieces, but then the relationships that you build.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what I think is most exciting about this
Terry
job.
Betteridge is definitely a jewelry person. We have a ton of incredible estate pieces. You all have to come and take a look. But since then, we've expanded into the watch world, the luxury timepiece world, and we have made these fantastic partnerships with the best watchmakers in the world. And even here in Vail, we have some of them. And this one I have here today is one of my favorites. And there's some unique things about this one. This is A. Lang & Son is the name of the company. They started in 1847 in Germany. So everything is Swiss made for the most part. This is a luxury German made timepiece. Wow. So that in itself makes it fairly unique. Now, they went away for about 50 years during World War II and that tumultuous time that was happening in Europe. They came back in 1990. Wow. And so it's very cool and very interesting. They only make about 2,000 pieces for the world and yearly, and we are fortunate to get some. And so these pieces I have here, sorry, now that I've rattled on.
Okay.
This piece here is called the Saxonia. This is their main dress watch. They're known for this outsized date, this oversized date that you see. It's a very cool piece. This is made in rose gold. This is a silver dial, an alligator strap, and let's flip this thing over and you're going to see why this piece is so unique and so incredible. So the hand finishing on these pieces are what makes everything so interesting. This beautiful perlage, this iridescent look that you see on the inside. This is an automatic movement. You're seeing that rotor move around. So the movement of your wrist will wind this timepiece. They only do automatic movements or mechanical movements, which we'll see next. But this is probably their biggest selling watch because it's such a nice, clean, basic dress watch. Simple function with the date. This one actually has a moon phase as well. You can set it to match the moon, which looks like it's been a full moon last night.
2 nights ago.
We would have this thing set on a full moon. So pretty cool. All right, so this is the one that they actually created this piece in the 1990s when they came out and they reintroduced their collections. This is called the Longa 1, and it has an offset dial. This one is done in white gold, a black dial, but it has the time, it has a power reserve, a second hand, and the date. You can see all of that in that watch. Very unique, and of course, another very interesting piece. And if you flip it over, there is the inside of this one. Wow. So this is a mechanical movement. There is no rotor moving around winding this piece. So you get to wind this really every morning. It has about a 50-some-hour power reserve, but you still want to give it like 12, 14 winds in the morning to make sure your watch is good to go.
Just kind of get in the habit of that. And everything. It's so neat in such a digital world, electronic world, just thinking about this, this technology that was in the 1800s and how it's still used today.
Watchmaking started in the late 1600s. So to think that it's been around that long and there's still watchmakers sitting there creating these pieces and the mechanical and finishing the way they do is just it's not a dying thing. It's really not. I mean, this is very well honed in, but it's very interesting, and the work that goes into it. We're very fortunate. We have a watchmaker here on staff who is certified through Rolex, so we're very lucky.
Okay, all right.
That's all of that.
Well, if you can come in here and talk to Lance, you're lucky, because this guy knows quite a bit about watches and just very passionate about it. You guys are open 5 days a week,
We are
right?
open 5 days a week. We're here 10 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. We are closed on Sunday, Mondays, but yeah, we're on the lowest level of the Solaris, right next to, which could be the ice rink coming up soon. So.
Yes, the plaza,
The plaza.
Yeti's grind and everything. Okay, well, thank you, Lance. We really appreciate your time today. All right, check out the watches and the great jewels here at Betteridge.
I mean, always, right? He always has something fascinating for us to learn, and absolutely beautiful pieces there in Betteridge, and almost as beautiful as the weather today, right? We are expecting to see nothing but sunshine in the forecast all day long. However, starting off with a bit of a chill first thing this morning. So if you are over in Vail, like right where Tricia and Lance are this morning, highs will eventually be reaching into the upper 60s, but right now they are in the mid 30s. So this is by far the coldest morning that we have had yet as we enter into this brand new fall season. You can see we have just about a 6 mile per hour wind gust, maybe a 4 mile an hour wind speed today. So gentle breeze moving through, and also just pretty beautiful conditions. Right now, we don't even have any clouds in the sky, and really we're expecting to see sunshine pretty much for all the way through the end of the week into the weekend. So maybe just a few more clouds in the forecast for tomorrow, and maybe a slight chance of some precipitation, but otherwise those temperatures staying really consistent in the upper 60s in Vail, and then overnight lows dropping into the 30s for the evening if you're going to be in Vail. A little bit warmer in Eagle and Gypsum, but still really cooling off, and a beautiful way to officially welcome in fall. Thank you so much to Betteridge for their gorgeous fine jewelry and watches and exceptional service that they've had since 1897. And again, they're located right in Solaris. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are talking about your lens of the day. We also have some other great options for live music that we want to tell you about. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For
Is this the one? Or let's just see one more.
For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from, Rugs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Rugs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Rugs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
Okay, welcome back into the studio. It is the first day of fall. We are so excited about this. And we're also excited about the events that are taking place this coming weekend because they just keep happening. But this one is really special, and it's something that's very near and dear to a lot of hearts in the Valley. So the Walk to End Alzheimer's is taking place down in Eagle, and it's going to be happening at the Brush Creek Park and Pavilion. So at 8:30 a.m., the festival area opens, and then at 9:30, they have the Promise Flower Ceremony, and then the walk will immediately follow the ceremony throughout Eagle Ranch. And so this is something, if you would like to participate, you can go to act.alz.org and /Vail Valley Walk. So it's, specific to the Vail Valley, this one. And there's been a lot of work behind this, and something that if you want to learn a little bit more about it in today's paper, you can read Melinda Gladich's reason why she's going to be walking this weekend. And it's just really powerful. So if you'd like to learn more, go to vaildaily.com and you can check out that story. And it's just an incredible event that's taking place this weekend. So if you'd like to take part, it's happening on Saturday. Now, you want to look good while you're out there for these events. You want to make sure you're protecting your eyes at the same time. And so Eyepieces of Vail, this is where we go for all of the latest and greatest when it comes to really creating art out of vision. And they've been doing this for about 30 years. Now, this pair of sunglasses, these are from Tom Brown. And with the way that his name is spelled is Thom. And I thought, like with the packaging that his glasses come in, I thought maybe he was European with like this little red, white, and blue flag. No, he is straight up right here from the good old US of A. He went to Notre Dame, studied economics, and then the guy ended up, I guess, just having such a great fashion sense. He started to really make a name for himself with GQ and with Brooks Brothers and doing some of their designing. And then he came out with his own line. And so these are the TB808. It's a Japanese titanium frame. And so it really makes this frame lightweight and durable. And then it has this flat mirrored lens. You can see that as I'm kind of shining it there, and then metalled side shield. So these are just, so cool, right? Like it's kind of like you got that like 80s vibe, like you're going to be out on a glacier, but totally different style to it. And then it just has that ideal fashion forward frame. So if you think Tom Brown might be the right way to frame your face, stop on in to Eyepieces of Vail. They can help you out with finding the right prescription. Maybe you need goggles for the upcoming ski season. They have it all. They have 7 locations, including one in Snowmass these days. So really, no matter where you are in the Vail Valley, you're going to be able to find one. Edwards, Beaver Creek, Vail. So stop on in and help create a little piece of art on your face. Okay, so coming up this weekend, when it comes to live music, so you can wear your Tom Brown and you can go and you can enjoy some options for our local crew, including the Fabulous Femmes. They're going to be playing at Route 6. That's coming up on the 25th. $10 cover, and it's going to be going on from 7 to 9 p.m. And again, Route 6, if you haven't been over there before, so fun. Ollie and the whole gang are just, it's just like the local spot, right? You want to go and enjoy a great show, and then also great food and drinks. And so again, Fabulous Femmes playing this Saturday from 7 to 9, $10 cover at Route 6 in Eaglevale. Also, the Underground Sound Series for the Vlar Performing Arts Center, it's going to be kicking off with Molly Tuttle on the 24th. So this is how this works. For $125, you get 7 shows and 7 drinks. So an amazing, amazing deal when it comes to enjoying live music. And then, of course, also enjoying those drinks. So if you'd like to find out more, you can log on to valarpac.org. Okay, coming up next, we're going to send things out to my girl, Tricia. Right now, real estate is such a hot topic. And of course, living here in Colorado is a dream. So we're going to send things out to Tricia and one of those dream makers from Liv Sotheby's International Realty.
At my butt.
All right, we are out here in the Solaris Plaza, a little chilly. Jeffrey Morgan with us right now. He's with Liv Sotheby's International Realty. He's got the gloves. I've got the hat. But it is a gorgeous day in the valley, and this is what we come here for.
Oh my gosh, every day. We all have a unique lifestyle, and that's what is very cool about the area. Melting together and being one, from either the highest level person in the world or just everyday guy can just sit around and be on the same ski lift, mountain bike together, and it's kind of cool.
That's what really is neat. I mean, it is such a diverse melting pot of people here, but it is that common love of the outdoors, the sports activities, the culture, the restaurants,
Yeah.
everything that Vail has built in the last almost 60 years.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, you ride with somebody in the afternoon and later see them at a concert. So, I mean, it's just it's just a magnificent way to live. So,
Well, and Live Sotheby's and National Realty, you guys have been helping people find the dream home and getting them out here more, maybe just for a few weeks of the year, maybe they're second homeowners, spending a little bit more time, or maybe full time. But what's going on with the market, and how are you positioning things to help us get into those properties when the conditions are right?
true. I mean, the market is still a hot market right now as we approach winter. So, I've really been spending a lot of time with people building out plans, not just colors of paint and things like that, but real plans so that when opportunities arise, they're ready. And we're not just sitting around waiting. And as things come on, especially new product, boy, is it hot. I mean, it goes quick. And so you have to be ready and prepared. And the more ready you are, the more success you have.
Yeah, definitely. And to kind of listen to what your clients are saying. Sometimes they think they want to be next to the slopes when really, maybe they want to be higher up and just maybe have the views. I mean, it's a lot of listening going on, I can imagine.
It is. It's really a lot of timing, driving. It's important to people. How far is it to the ski resort? If I live here, or I live in this neighborhood or that neighborhood. And the more people realize what's in their surroundings and general vicinity, it makes it easier to live farther away from the mountain. Maybe not right in the epicenter, but the epicenter is still selling every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
And I know you have some photos for us, and it really just showcases lifestyle and the activities. When I saw that rafting picture, I'm like, I needed to go rafting this summer.
Yeah.
There's just different ways to enjoy the valley. And hey, if fly fishing is important to you, maybe you want to be along a river,
Too many ways. I can't get it all in a week.
Too many toys.
We have too many ways to enjoy it.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about, you have a piece of land for
Yeah.
us up Squaw Creek Road.
Yeah, it's just a gorgeous outdoor space. So, I mean, I had to share it today because of the fact that, this is attached to National Forest. It's right next to Cordillera. It's really in an ideal location where, as we continue to narrow space here, people need to have open areas to build homes and enjoy what we all love.
Yeah. And you know what? To be that close to Edwards,
Yeah,
just a
15
few
minutes
miles
away from the ski resort and 5 minutes away from Edwards.
And then I love when you can back up to either BLM land or National Forest Service. It makes your yard seem that much bigger.
Oh, it's right up against a big park. Yeah,
Oh,
so at the top. So yeah, it's very beautiful. I mean, it's spectacular.
Okay.
So.
Well, if we're looking to find out more, and if we want to either view this property, the land right there, or even tell you some ideas of what we're thinking about and get our ideas on the radar for you, what's the best way to contact you and get in touch and get to know you?
First I'll mention ColoradoSkiTowns.com. Go on there. It's a great melting pot of all luxury ski towns and events happening. And then LiveSothebyInternationalRealty.com is always an easy way to access what's going on here in the valley.
Yeah, perfectly. All right. Jeffrey Morgan with Live Sotheby's International Realty. Find him and contact him today if you're wanting to look for some of that property, or if you have something in mind and you want to get it on his radar, get with him.
Thank you so much to Tricia and Jeffrey. And coming up, we're going to have another look at that traffic report, and we're going to be closing out our Wednesday edition of the first day of fall on Vail Daily Live. So stay with us. All right. So before we send you off on your day, I wanted to give you another shot of what's happening out there on I-70. And really nice, smooth sailing, not a whole lot of traffic at the moment. And of course, plenty of bright sunshine and clear roads on tap for today. However, just be aware that they are doing some road work on I-70 right at the base of Vail Pass, right by the Vail exit. And so you will be having to slow down and move into one lane. So expect some delays. Give yourself a little bit of extra time as you make your way, right in that area at the base of Vail Pass. So another quick look there. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so Rach, I feel like should we talk about our picks for the day? Should we? Okay, we're going to go outside really fast and check in with our girl, Tricia Swenson, who is just looking like a fall ski bunny out there. Tricia, are you warming up? You've been hustling.
You know what? Yeah, it is warming up and the sun's getting a little higher in the sky. And if you stand in the sun, it is gorgeous. Jeffrey just went in to get us some a chai tea and a little latte. So we're going to hang out by Yeti's Grind.
I heard Meredith giggling. She's excited.
I know. So we're excited to get that. But it's going to be a gorgeous day. You know, we started out in the 30s. It was about 34 when I drove up to Vail today. And there was a freeze warning overnight, which has been the case the last couple of mornings. So really put the blankets, put the sheet, something over your outdoor plants to just preserve them for at least a little bit longer. They can hang on, but they just can't take a really deep frost. But our temperatures will get into 60s, 70s, depending on where you're at. And plenty of sunshine. I don't see a cloud in the sky today, and that is going to be happening for the next couple of days. We'll see sunny skies, clear skies, but with those clear skies, our temperatures do drop quite a bit after the sun goes down. And speaking of the sun, it is the autumnal equinox, which means in the northern hemisphere, the start of fall on the calendar year. And equinox kind of stands for that almost equal, and it kind of depends on where you're at. We'll be just a few minutes off of that from when sunset happens, just around 7 p.m. Sunrise happens, 6:55 or so. So we're just within a few minutes of that. And then, our days have been getting shorter, and they will do so until we see the winter solstice, which will be about the third week in December. And then the daylight hours get longer. I always celebrate that day. But actually, I want to thank Liv Sotheby's International Realty for this weather. Get out there and enjoy it. So many fun things going on indoors and out. And we've got those activities going on today. I wonder how Bike to Work Day is going for some of these people this morning.
Yeah. I saw that there was one of the sprinkle donuts that had been taken at the Eagle Station on Broadway. So somebody came by and got a donut. But yeah, I think it's probably a chilly start, right? Like I'm definitely I would have to have gloves on and like the whole deal. Now, Tricia, do we have time for this sustainability quiz? Okay. Listen. Yeah, Rachel has briefed me on this Vail sustainability quiz. Do you know about this?
I heard that you could win a trip to Vail, right?
Okay. Well, I will take a little staycation. Yes, please. Okay. So, they want to test our knowledge on sustainability. So here we go, Tricia. Are you ready? Can you see these questions, or do you want me to read them to you?
I can't see the question. So
okay, you can't. Okay. All right. So here's our first one. When packing for a visit to Vail, it's best to either buy big cases of disposable water bottles or bring a reusable water bottle. What do you think?
Ding, 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 ding. The second one.
I think you're right. Yes. We won. Okay. That's good. We got the first one right. All right. Question 2 of 7. When going on a hike, it's better to either A, take shortcuts and pick flowers, or B, stay on the marked trail and snap a photo of the wildflowers from the trail. What do you think?
Yes, the second one. Take flowers, take pictures, not flowers.
Yes, I like that. Okay, yes, Tricia, 2 for 2. We're winning. Okay. When I'm done with my campfire, I should either A, let it burn out on its own, or B, water it until it's completely out with no hot embers.
The second one.
Yes. All right, crushing it.
Hey, they need to make this more tricky.
No, they don't, because I want to win a trip to Vail, Tricia. I want to spend the night. I'm gonna escape Eagle and come to Vail for the night. Okay, when I see a deer, moose, or any wild creature, I should A, get closer to get a better photo, or B, stay where I am and do not approach further.
B.
Yes, B. Yes, correct. Okay. Question 5, we're almost there. When I'm walking through town or on the trail and I don't want to carry something anymore, I should A, find a trash can or recycling can, or put it in my pocket to throw it away later, or B, throw it on the ground and keep exploring.
Oh, yeah. No. Don't throw it on the ground. Find
No.
the proper receptacle for it.
Yes. Yeah. Don't do that. Okay. Almost there. Question 6. When my furry friend takes a potty break in town or on the trail, I should A, let them off leash and poop in the wild. It will decompose, right? Or B, pick up their poop and carry it out all the way to the trash can. Like, I can answer this one. It's definitely B, having a million dogs. Yeah, no, to pack it out. What are you doing? All right. Last question. When hiking or biking the trails of Vail, I should A, blare music from my portable speaker and make it difficult for others to pass me on the trail, or B, move aside for uphill traffic and listen to nature or water or headphones if I'm listening to tunes.
Oh, yes. A little forest bathing or your own personal headphones, not too loud.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yep. All
I
right.
think we won. Maybe we'll
Tricia,
win.
I think we won. I feel like we should win a trip to Vail. So, I mean, this is all right. So, Rachel, where can we take this quiz if people want to win this trip? discovervail.com/sustainability quiz. All right, Tricia, like, I think we crushed that. Girls trip to Vail.
Yeah,
What do you
let's do a
think?
girls
Okay.
trip to Vail, and
Okay.
maybe we'll invite Jeffrey because he brought us our coffee and our tea this morning.
Oh, we had a visitor too this morning named Scott who did not bring us coffee or tea.
I think this is
Jeffrey. Oh my gosh. Oh, MVP
Oh yeah,
of our
chai.
fall show.
Christmas in a glass. Thank you.
Oh.
Jeffrey Morgan from Vail Lives Sotheby's International
Man,
Realty.
that was so nice. Yeah, seriously. MVP guest of the show today. All right. Well, cheers to you guys. And before we let you go officially on this first day of fall, I want to give you some of our top picks for how to enjoy your day to the fullest. Now, first of all, if you want a little happy hour, Root and Flower, if you've never been there before, they have some really cool craft cocktails. I'm very excited about their Desert Solitaire. They have vodka, chilies, lime, and herbs in that one. Or the Fat Guy in a Little Coat, barrel-aged gin, Japanese vermouth, ginger liqueur, and tiki spices. That's over at Root and Flower from 4 to 12 every day, and their happy hours from 4 to 6. Then on tap over at the Vail Brewing Company today, can't mess around with the Hot Mess Blonde Ale, right? Not overly complicated, smooth, mild malt character, and paired with mellow citrus notes due to the late addition of Citra hops. Hot Mess Blonde Ale maintains an undeniable effectiveness as our go-to light beer. That is on tap today over at Vail Brewing. And then if you want to maybe grab a little food before you fill that belly with some cocktails and beer, over at the Red Lion, their Wednesday food specials include their spicy crispy chicken sandwich, chicken salad sandwich, fish and chips with fries, and that's only $11.99. And then, of course, their Italian chicken wrap and their live music tonight with Andy Seifert from 7 to 11. And if you want to maybe, kick it up a notch, this always happens when I drink whiskey, right? Whiskey Wednesdays over at Sauce on the Creek, 25% off everything whiskey. They have dine-in and carry-out available. Okay, that's going to wrap it up. First day of fall. Thanks so much for joining us here on the show. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action. And of course, you can find us on Facebook, on YouTube, on VailDaily.com, VailDailyLive.com, Roku, Amazon Fire. We're everywhere. We're even on Spotify. All right. Have an amazing Wednesday out there. Happy first day of fall. And we'll see you back here live at 7:30 tomorrow morning.